investments in companies that are violating Indigenous people's rights. American citizens deserve to have our human rights respected, our constitutional and treaty rights respected. That is why we are here.
We walk into worlds, but all we're asking for is basic human respect. I was held in a dog kennel. I'm a mother. I graduated from college. I did everything that I was supposed to do. When I was put in a dog kennel, there was 71 of us. The only picture in the garage of that jail, that picture said American dog breeds. What kind of message were they trying to send to the Indigenous people? My parents, my grandparents taught me to respect life, to respect people, to work with people, to try diplomacy. And to do all of that, and yet these horrific things that you think only happen, like in Guantanamo Bay, like happen to you on your own homeland, it's beyond comprehension. I'm just here to tell you my story, human to human, take away our job titles, everything. No one deserves that. Nobody deserves to live like that. And that's the truth.
All of the federal defendants from the No Trample movement are all charged for stepping up and protecting the water. We are poor Indigenous people. We have no resources. The resources we have, they're in the ground, and that's where we want to keep them. We don't need our resources to be extracted, but when we do, we step up and put our bodies, like Dion, like Little Feather, like Red Fawn. This is what happens to us.
They're silencing us by passing these laws that deem something like this critical infrastructure. If you say something against it, you'll be charged with a felony. If you try to protect yourself, you're going to be charged with a felony. Louisiana Department of Environmental Quality only ever looks at each one individual project and the risk associated with that one project. They don't look at the combined risk. I come from Terrebonne Parish, and we are currently experiencing land loss faster than anywhere else in the continental United States. That's from saltwater intrusion, canals being dredged, oil spills. Louisiana also has the second highest rate of cancer in the entire country. These people get to come into my beautiful state, rip it to hell, and then just retreat. They don't have to see the damage. They don't have to see the people dying of cancer. I do. Constantly.
We've gone to Europe strategically because European human rights standards are more elevated than what we have here in the U.S. And at least in the case of Energy Transfer Partnership, there is well-documented, credible sources of evidence that demonstrates that Indigenous human rights abuses did occur. With those sources of information, how can you use these to adequately and correctly evaluate and measure whether or not a company that you're rating is meeting those standards?
It's not a good situation, as we're sitting here looking down the barrel of climate change, right? I mean, it is happening. It is happening all around us. And to even be considering, not only the expansion of tar sands, but putting it in that place. It is some of the most pristine wetlands and wild rice beds in the world. The ground is just so soft, there's water literally bubbling out of the earth. When you sit in a place like that and you are walking literally in the footsteps of your ancestors where you have lived and died for thousands of years, conveying that type of loss is not really possible. Where we're literally facing cultural genocide of places, destruction of sacred sites that can never come back. Our shared history, not just my history, our shared history together. I'm hopeful we can come up with something because the answers are not going to come from the Trump administration. The answers are not going to come from our politicians. It has to come from us.
I stand with these Indigenous women to say, no more genocide of Indigenous people, no more destruction of water, no more destruction of the land, no more destruction of the climate, or we're all going down. 12 years. That's from the UN scientists, global scientists around the world. These are our heroes. These are women standing up to say, this is our time. Stand up for the land, defend the earth, defend future generations. This is a clarion call for everyone to